the source of power, tapping into true wisdom, greatness, is more than talent. The mind is a remarkable instrument, sharp, adaptable, and capable of extraordinary feats. The body, too, is a vessel of strength, resilience, and potential. Intelligence shines through in problem-solving, creativity, and insight, while skill refines raw ability into mastery. These are powerful tools, each one a gift that can elevate a person to impressive heights. But alone, they are not enough. They are like a finely crafted hammer or a precision blade, useless without the hand that wields them wisely. A person may possess the most remarkable abilities imaginable, a genius-level intellect, a physique honed to perfection, or skills that dazzle and inspire, yet, without the guiding light of wisdom to direct them, these gifts remain dormant, unfulfilled, and incomplete. True greatness, the kind that echoes through time, that reshapes lives and leaves a lasting legacy, does not arise from talent alone. It emerges when those talents are applied with purpose, discernment, and understanding. Wisdom is the bedrock, the unshakable foundation upon which all power rests. It is the quiet force that transforms raw potential into deliberate action and purposeful action into profound, enduring impact. Without it, even the brightest mind flickers dimly. With it, even the simplest soul can illuminate the world. Wisdom. Knowing and doing what is right. Wisdom is far more than passive knowledge. It is active, living, and dynamic. It is not merely the accumulation of facts or the ability to recite truths. It is the art of putting understanding into motion. Wisdom is the ability to stand at a crossroads, to survey the paths ahead with a clear and steady gaze, and to recognize the best way forward, not just for the moment, but for the greater good. It is the courage to step onto that path, even when it is steep, shadowed, or uncertain, and to walk it with unwavering resolve. True wisdom weaves together three essential threads into a single, unbreakable cord. Clarity, the piercing light that reveals the right course of action amid a fog of options. Desire, a deep, burning motivation to pursue what is just, noble, and true. And strength, the iron will to follow through, to push past obstacles, and to persevere when the journey grows arduous. Those who embody these qualities do not blend into the crowd. They rise above it. They command respect not through force, but through presence. They become beacons, guiding others by example, not edict. They lead not because they demand it, but because their actions compel it, and in doing so, they carve their mark upon the world, a mark that time cannot easily erase. Wisdom and knowledge. The path to expansion. Wisdom begins with knowledge, like a river fed by countless streams, but it flows far beyond the shores of mere facts. Human knowledge, for all its brilliance, is finite, bounded by the limits of experience, perception, and time. No one can grasp the entirety of existence. No mind, however vast, can hold every answer. Yet the greatest figures in history, the ones whose names still resonate across centuries, did not allow these limitations to confine them. They reached beyond the edges of their own understanding, drawing from a deeper, more expansive source, a universal well of wisdom that transcends the individual mind. This higher intelligence, infinite and ever-present, offers glimpses of truth that human effort alone cannot uncover. Those who connect to it gain a rare and precious clarity. They see patterns where others see chaos, solutions where others see dead ends, and possibilities where others see walls. While the hesitant stumble in doubt, they move forward with a quiet, unshakable confidence. This is the hidden key to greatness, not just to know more, but to tap into the eternal stream of insight that flows beneath the surface of ordinary thought, illuminating the path to extraordinary deeds. The power of divine wisdom, human wisdom, for all its depth, eventually reaches a horizon, a point where logic falters and experience runs dry. But beyond that horizon lies an infinite source of truth, a higher intelligence that perceives all things with perfect clarity. This is divine wisdom, a force unbound by the constraints of mortal reasoning or the narrow lens of personal history. It is not a cold, mechanical calculation, nor is it tethered to the fleeting trends of human thought. It exists as a living presence, a boundless reservoir of insight that speaks to those who listen. Throughout the ages, those who achieved true greatness, the visionaries, the reformers, the builders of nations, did not rely solely on their own minds. They aligned themselves with this higher source, drawing strength and guidance from its infinite depths. Divine wisdom does not bow to the limits of logic. It transcends them. It does not shrink before the unknown. It embraces it, and those who attune themselves to its voice find not just power, but a purpose that lifts them beyond the ordinary into the realm of the eternal. Abraham Lincoln, wisdom in action. Consider Abraham Lincoln, a man whose life stands as a testament to the power of wisdom in action. Born into poverty, with little formal education to his name, Lincoln lacked the advantages of wealth, pedigree, or academic credentials, yet he rose to become one of history's most revered leaders, guiding a fractured nation through its darkest hour. During the abolition movement and the Civil War, when others were swept away by the tides of political chaos, personal ambition, or paralyzing indecision, Lincoln stood firm, his mind cut through the noise like a blade through tangled vines, discerning the heart of the matter when others floundered. He saw the moral imperative of ending slavery and the practical necessity of preserving the Union, and he acted with a resolve that bent history to his will. His wisdom was not born of textbooks or borrowed from strategists. It flowed from a deeper connection to truth, a quiet communion with a higher understanding. Lincoln's greatness was not in his eloquence or his office, but in his ability to channel that wisdom into decisions that reshaped a nation and echoed through time. Wisdom beyond reason, the mark of great. Leaders look to the giants of history: Lincoln, Washington, Napoleon, and a pattern emerges. Each possessed a quality that set them apart, a kind of intuitive knowledge that defied the boundaries of ordinary thought. They did not merely calculate or strategize. They sensed what must be done, as if guided by an unseen hand. Washington led a fledgling nation to victory against impossible odds, trusting in a vision of freedom that others could scarcely imagine. Napoleon reshaped empires with decisions that seemed to outpace reason itself, driven by an inner certainty that carried him forward. Their choices were not always rooted in logic alone, but in a deeper insight, a wisdom that peered into the future and acted before the moment demanded it. This is the hallmark of great leaders. They transcend the confines of the rational mind, tapping into a wellspring of understanding beyond themselves. They see what lies ahead, while others grope in the present. They move with boldness, while others falter in fear. This is not mere instinct. It is wisdom elevated to its highest form. The higher mind, the ultimate source of truth. So where does this extraordinary wisdom originate? It is not a distant force, separate from us, but a presence perceived through the mind, a connection to a higher intelligence that underpins all existence. Great leaders are not simply smarter or more learned. They are attuned to this universal mind, a boundless reservoir of truth that flows beneath the surface of human consciousness. They do not create wisdom from scratch. They read it like a message written in the fabric of reality itself. This higher mind reveals what others cannot see, the subtle currents of cause and effect, the hidden threads that weave the tapestry of time. And the remarkable truth is that this ability is not reserved for a chosen few. It lies dormant within every soul, waiting to be awakened. Anyone who seeks it, who quiets the noise of doubt and listens with intention, can touch this infinite source. The higher mind is not a privilege, it is a birthright, accessible to all who dare to reach for it. Unlocking your own wisdom. Wisdom is the master key that unlocks the door to true greatness, and it is closer than you think. It does not require genius, wealth, or years of study. It demands only a willingness to align yourself with higher knowledge. Begin by seeking clarity. Strip away the clutter of distraction and focus on what is true and essential. Act with purpose. Let your choices reflect the deepest desires of your soul, not the fleeting whims of the moment, and trust in the wisdom beyond yourself. Release the need to control every outcome and lean into the guidance that flows from the universal source. Like the great leaders who came before, you too can tap into this infinite wellspring. The power is not something you must earn or chase. It is already there, woven into the fabric of your being. The wisdom is not hidden. It is waiting, patient and steady, for you to claim it. The choice is yours alone, to remain bound by the ordinary or to step into the extraordinary, to live a life of quiet potential or one of resounding impact. Greatness beckons. Will you answer?